welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Building a Farm with Snagegelo. And guys, thank you so much for the love that you've been showing me on my in the comment section, and thank you so much to the new subscribers. I really appreciate you being interested in what I used to say to you guys. Anyways, let's jump straight to the moment of the video. So right, remember the last time, guys, I did an entire video of crops that I'm interested in growing and their profits, right? So now the thing is, finding what to grow was not an issue, but the problem is, I'm like, hi bo, girl does not have a market. I don't know where to sell this produce to. I don't know the ins and outs. I'm literally lost when it comes to marketing a product or actually acquiring a market. And I'm also hearing stories of how the markets are congested. So I was really like demotivated. And so I decided to know, besides me Googling or actually going like to the middle people or the middle guys, let me go to the main people. Let me go to your store managers. Let me go to your supervisors in the stores, whoever works in the store. Let me interview them. Let me ask them questions. I had like a series of questions, like so many questions I asked them. But for this video, specifically for this video, I chose 6 questions. So enjoy the information that you're about to receive, and I hope that it helps you guys as much as it helps me. So guys, the first question was, how does a fresh produce supplier get to supply for the store? I mean, that's the most basic question, the thing that you want to know. So let's get on to it. The first thing you have to do is obviously approach the store manager. The store manager will take you to a fresh produce supervisor, who is the go-to guy, the guy that you'll be working with. He's the one who gets to decide whether they take your produce and how much they take your produce. Basically, he'll be more like your colleague when you actually supply for the store. So what he wants is, the first thing he wants you to come up with is your product, your actual product, the sample. So if you're growing cabbage, you must come with a cabbage head. So they check it for quality, whether in terms of quality, they check the size, they check the variant, they check the cleanliness, they check if it's packaged. I remember this other time I would call certain stores and request whether can I supply for the store, and they'll be like, okay, no problem, come with the product. Where's the product? And I'll be like sitting there, be like, what product? So, you must come with the sample. It's very important. And then after those quality checks, he actually now discuss the price. So there are price negotiations. They'll tell you something like, okay, sir, we actually bought this product at this amount from our previous supplier, and would sell it at this amount to our customers. So what is your price? So you have to, come up with the price at the time, or just, negotiate. And then thirdly, they'll ask about the quantities. They want to know how much of the produce you have, so you don't have to slack when it comes to the number of products that you must supply to the store. They'll also ask your locations and discuss your delivery schedules. So with this, obviously, you have to deliver the product, and you must be your farm, or wherever you're farming, or wherever you grow, it must be located next to the store that you will supply, because they do not want any inconvenience. Lastly, what I want to emphasize in terms of the contract, what I got from most of the store managers, they told me that at first, the suppliers are just informal, but the formality of the partnership with the supplier and the store, it will be determined by the consistency of the supplier in terms of all the above mentioned factors, such as you do deliver on time, and the price is good, is the quality still good, and your work ethics, obviously. So consistency on those levels is very important. Then the second question was, how often do suppliers actually get to supply for the store? So the answers to that question, they actually varied, because I would get once a month, twice a month, but the most dominating answer was on a weekly basis. So you definitely get to supply stores every week. So the scenario might happen that they actually need more of your stock within that week, so you might deliver twice a week. So you just don't know exactly when you would be on call. So you just have to always be available and ready whenever stores want to contact you if they want your stock. Also, it might happen that you might have a dry week or a dry month of them not calling you for your produce, because obviously it's slow. The buying rate, the consumer buying rate is low. So you just might not want to stick to supplying for one store. You know, there are many different stores in this country or in your local area. Make sure that you get more than one store, because honey, you do not want to get stuck with a produce that has no market and no storage. It will spoil. So the third question I asked was, which produce is the best selling in the store or the most demanded? So before I answer this question, guys, I asked this question to these store managers, particularly just for you guys to actually get an idea of things to grow and things to not grow. Okay, so you actually get a market when you decide to grow whatever it is that you want to grow. Okay, so the answers that I got were I was astonished, because basically I literally thought I'd get like 1 or 2 answers. That was it. But the list kept on going. They kept saying butternuts, potatoes, spinach, cabbage, tomatoes. Did I say tomatoes? Apples, nectarines, grapes. So basically, guys, the market is not congested. So if you've been told that the markets are congested, no, the markets are not congested in your local shops or in your local stores. What I also noticed when I asked this question was, I would get, I'd ask different stores in the same area. So in that area, in all those stores, I would get the same pattern of fruits or vegetables that are highly in demand in their store. So if it was Emelo, then the stores in Emelo, they would give me the same list of fresh produce that they wanted. And that goes the same for, let's say, fried. The fried area would have the same list. If it's tomatoes and cucumbers, they say tomatoes and cucumbers for, each store. So the fourth one is payment. Payment, guys. We have to get paid at the end of the day. So this is how it goes for your payment situation. So for first-time suppliers, you only get paid after your batch of produce has been sold out in the stores. That's when you get your first payment. So if what you've supplied took 2 weeks to be finished in the stores, then you will get your payment after 2 weeks. And then I got another answer which basically said, if you frequently make deliveries for the store, right, you have to be in the system. So it'll take 2 to 3 months for you to actually officially get your first payment, your paycheck or whatever, but your first payment. And then after that, you get paid according to your deliveries, your delivery dates. So it's a waiting period of 2 to 3 months. And then it is processed accordingly. After that, it just flows. So just in short, they really don't mind whether you come with a personal account or a business account, as long as the account has your name or proof that it belongs to you. You just bring and they connect and then you get paid. The fifth one is transportation. So who gets to supply the transport in this case? Guys, it is your duty as a supplier to provide your own transport and deliver to the stores. That one is not even negotiable. Their stores do not fetch the produce from your location or your farm. They want you to come to the product to them. And don't stress about the transportation costs. You put it in the quotation. It is part of the cost of supplying, of being a supplier, that you add the transportation fee to the quotation and they pay you for it. So it's a win-win. Then we get to the last one, where I asked the people working in the store, the people working in the fresh produce department, if they have anything to say to the aspiring farmers of this country. All they said was, before you grow, research, go to them and ask. Google is not the answer. It's not everything. Go to the stores, approach them, ask them, what do you want? They don't bite. That's what I got. They ask for quality over everything. They ask for good work ethics, because you'll be working with these people. It's a partnership, companionship, whatever your term you want to use. They also said early deliveries are the best, people. So deliver early. Yeah, it's just basically those objectives. Work on those. Okay guys, just a quick disclaimer. I did not approach ShopRite. I did not approach Checkers. I did not approach Woolies. One reason, they have their own edition, because they supply, the manner of supply is totally different. And that's why they have their own episode on the how-to basis. Shout out to everyone that made this video happen. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also comment down below on any questions.